Hey guys, it's Mark J. Alphines Jr. again, here with UCare. Sitting at my usual, one of the usual locations in which I applied. Uh, Later today, I'll be talking with one of the managers again. He had me reapply because he didn't get my application, which is fine. Just meant I needed to redo it, which is okay. I did it. Sent it, submitted it today. Did extra manpower work stuff, labor ready, trying to get those guys on board with me. Trying to SOS shut me down. They tried saying I had that I had a recent criminal conviction, which was completely odd because I never put that. Unless it was a typo or error on my part on accident, which I even apologize to. And they didn't like the fact that I got on about it and was upset that they weren't being an equal opportunity employer. So one of the ladies, after reading my file and or deal with the others, they decided they weren't going to help me. Period. So whatever. I mean, I guess they're not obligated, so it's not my fault that they choose to be stubborn and were being uh, rude and prejudicial. But at the same time, it's my fault for addressing them that way because I shouldn't have done that. I'm just here. It's Saturday at it's like December 7th at 8:50. So 8:50 and on Saturday, December 9th. I'm just kicking back, enjoying my morning. It was freezing cold this morning. By the time I got here to Starbucks, got out of the trailer and got here to Starbucks, it was I just about had frostbite. Literally, my hands couldn't move, and I had to try to warm them up before I could even grab anything out of my bag. It's getting dangerously cold out there, and there's not enough shelter space. Here shortly, I'll be suing the city because their failure to act upon homelessness and provide adequate shelter to their people. In that it's been brought to their attention for so long, and yet they failed to act. I will sue them for. I'm going to sue them for cruel and unusual punishment due to the fact that I'm not just trying to look for a I'm not trying to look for a handout. I'm not trying to look for a free house. I'm not trying to look for what I'm looking for is the ability to live and survive and to get off my feet. And they know it, and they know it's an issue, and they want to help, they say they want to help, but they never do. And so I'm going to actually file a lawsuit because what they're doing is they're misappropriating the monies to the point where it gets sludged up and soaked up like a sponge through the nonprofits and through the organizations and into their own pockets, and so it needs to be brought to the attention of the people that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in order to protect their own people. They want us off the streets, but yet they don't do anything in order to get us off the streets. They've been promising for over 2 years to get people off the streets out in front of City Hall, and yet they haven't. So what does that tell you? I'm still there. I've been 6 months, and they keep saying, "Oh, we're sending research workers or outreach workers. We're sending outreach workers, outreach workers." Da, 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 da. Mark Hoffines himself hasn't seen an outreach worker there. I've been there 6 months. So where are these outreach workers? I keep telling you guys, they're not there. They know it's like they're ploy to get the attention off of them, and so. How their excuse is, well, it's not my nonprofit, so it's not my responsibility to send them. Well, if you're promising them, it's your responsibility to make sure they get there. But otherwise, you need to stop giving them nonprofits that aren't doing anything money. So it's because they're just soaking it up. But as far as my own personal struggle, I would love to be off the streets right now. I'd love to have a job. I'm working my ass off to get a job, to do what I can, to push forth and become a productive member of society, but yet I'm unable to do so because I have no place to put my things except for that which I've come to provide by myself through UCare. You know, it be the blessings, you know, that came, I should say, because if it wasn't for the people that are actually either similar in my situation or close to it, I wouldn't have these things myself. The people that have the money in their pockets, they really don't care. They just want to sit there and push forth legislature to keep us to where we can't sit down on the sidewalk. They want to keep it to where we can't get help from people. They want to keep it to where we can't receive food from people. They want to restrict us from being able to survive in the process while we're in the process of getting on our feet again. So, you know, it's like, oh, you better not go homeless or else you're just going to die because we ain't going to give you anything. That's what they're trying to push forth, and it's not okay, you know, and that's the types of things that we're dealing with out here at the same time of trying to get up off these streets. When you're in this pit, it's hard to build yourself something out of nothing. You know, when everybody else has the means to provide these opportunities or these ladders or steps to the ladders, you know, and they hoard them, and they don't give them to the right person or even use these steps. It's like you fall short. So that's what happens, and it's horrible. But what can I do, right? I'm just one person. So the question is, what are you going to do? Think about it. What are you going to do? How much effort are you really putting forth? And if you are, thank you. But in reality, I don't know what it's going to take, but we keep trying and trying and trying, and don't give up. But the thing about it is, we need a change, society. We need a change. And there's no doubt about that. There are many people like me that are working their butts off to get off these streets. And we are condemned. What's your opinion? How would you feel if you were in my shoes? I'm a hard-working person, and yet I can't get off these streets. One day I will. I guarantee you that. But I suffer in the meantime. And for every day I suffer, I can't get that day of pleasure. Think about that. God bless you guys. Amen.